Mike Moore Media, the first place to hear Rockingham County news and information.
Rockingham County Today is sponsored by Simply MK, Uptown Eden, shops filled with Valentine gifts, and a cafe with sandwiches and soups. Their full menu is on Facebook, Simply MK Shopping Cafe. Today, Rockingham County schools are on a 3-hour delay for students due to the possibility of hazardous driving from black ice. Buildings and child care will open for staff at 10. Please review your options regarding reporting to work. A number of surrounding counties are on a 2-hour delay this morning. Monday was busy for Rockingham County 911 with icy roads causing a number of wrecks, 30 between 6 a.m. and 2 p.m. when I did a special report, at least a dozen with personal injuries. They were county-wide, but at one time there were more on the western side. Lots of weather-related accidents around the Triad, including one involving 10 to 15 cars on I-40, and an East Bend woman, 64, died when she slid off the road down an embankment. Rockingham County 911 reports routine calls overnight. Today, there's an informational meeting about proposed improvements in Uptown Eden on Washington and Monroe Streets. It's at 6 p.m. at City Hall. All property and business owners are invited to attend. Eden police report 3 arrests for driving while impaired. Brian Kelly Land, 2415 NC 135 Stoneville. Joseph Austin Yao, 107 Dower Way, Reedsville. Provisional DWI and assault with a deadly weapon. Melanie Renee Penn, Blackberry Road, Bassett. The Rockingham County Board of Elections will have a special meeting tomorrow morning at 10 to discuss a new 2022 primary elections one-stop implementation plan using funds from the current budget. That's the news. Now, Rockingham County weather. Freezing fog advisory in effect from 3 until 9 a.m. today. Patchy black ice could be a problem. High 51, low 24. Wednesday and Thursday, sunny, high in the mid to upper 50s, low around 30. Still sunny getting into the weekend. Friday, 60, Saturday, 64, and then some changes. High Sunday and Monday, 44. Triad record highs and lows on this day, 75, 1925, 4, 1936. Get current weather information anytime at mikemore.media, along with Rockingham, our live stream 24-hour weather camera. That's sponsored by Heat and Air Controllers. You can depend on them for year-round comfort, whatever the weather. Thousands depend on Lane's Family Pharmacy for prescription delivery. Now, we know firsthand how convenient that is. With so many recent doctor's appointments, my surgery last week, I still can't drive. Annette's here at home taking care of me. It's really a great time saver. Call this number for delivery or have your doctor or hospital do it for you. 336-627-4600, 627-4600. I've been talking about this for years. Now I know firsthand. Lane's Family Pharmacy is in Eden. Delivery countywide.
AutomotiveMap.com presents the Sports Flash on Mike Moore Media.
With 5, with 4. Clark finds Beekman, fires the 3.
Yes!
Yes! He hit the shot! He hit the shot! With 0.7 seconds to go!
Oh, my goodness!
My goodness, the silence is deafening!
The call on the Virginia Basketball Radio Network, 69-68, the upset over number 7 Duke last night. Reese Beekman with the three-pointer with 0.7 seconds left in the game. Elsewhere last night, Charlotte beat FIU 81-68. Hofstra over UNC Wilmington 73-71. UNC Greensboro blew out Western Carolina 68-49. Tough one for Furman, 75-71, the loss at East Tennessee State. NHL in overtime, the Maple Leafs beat the Hurricanes 4-3. For lightning fast sports updates, download the Score app. It's free and one of the most popular sports apps in North America. That's the Sports Flash. Chuck Sanders, Mike Moore Media.
Podcast preview. I'll be talking to William Phillips, Mayor of Madison, on Mike Moore Media, all of our platforms, this morning around 9:30. Now the community calendar, sponsored by Night Owl National Stoneworks in Eden, granite, quartz, and marble for commercial and residential. Weekly preschool story time at the Rockingham County Public Library, Reedsville on Tuesday, Madison Mid-End Wednesday, Eden Thursday, Stoneville Friday, all at 10:30. Western Rockingham Chamber of Commerce ribbon cutting at Western Rockingham Middle Tennis Courts Thursday at 9. New Cornhole League at the Bridge Street Recreation Center in Eden every Thursday morning at 9:30. Oyster Roast at the Blissful Ridge, Cherokee Camp Road, Wentworth, Friday, 6 to 9, sponsored by the Fine Arts Festival of Rockingham County. Food, beer, wine, music. Tickets $50. Coming up this month at the Reedsville Showcase at Rockingham Theater on Gilmer Street, this Friday, Aaron Tippin. Next week, Wade Hayes, Friday the 18th, Junior Sisk Band, Saturday the 19th. I hope to get to that one. Lee Greenwood, February 25th. Details on Facebook, the Reedsville Showcase at Rockingham Theater. Arts and Crafts at the Mid-End Arts Center downtown, Valentine's Day at 10, music and crafting. Announcements are made free on the community calendar. Next, today's Consumer Report, sponsored by Sophisticated Rubbish on Monroe Street, Uptown Eden. Antiques and vintage furniture. Open Tuesday and Wednesday, 11 to 7. Thursday and Friday, 11 to 8. Saturday, 11 to 2. Restaurant opening soon. Biscuits, bagels, and bread.
Amazon is raising the price of its Prime membership, citing rising costs and a continued expansion of membership benefits. The fee is going up from $119 a year and $12.99 a month to $139 a year and $14.99 a month. Delta Airlines is asking the Justice Department to place passengers who have been convicted of unruly behavior aboard aircraft on a no-fly list. It's the airline's latest effort to deter aggressive behavior on flights that have surged during the pandemic, sometimes causing injuries. The Great Resignation may be over. The latest employment report from the Labor Department shows more people are headed back to work now that expanded unemployment benefits have expired. In January, the labor participation rate rose by 0.3%, that after falling over several months. I'm Mark Huffman. Learn more at consumeraffairs.com.
You know, some of us never stopped working. Just saying. Today in history, February 8th, 1693, a charter was granted for the College of William and Mary in Williamsburg, Virginia. 1861, the Confederate States of America was founded. 1910, William D. Boyce incorporated the Boy Scouts of America. 1971, the NASDAQ stock market index debuted. I better check the Mike Moore Media stock. Now, let's see who's celebrating on the Birthday Club. Well, this is unusual. No one told me about a birthday for February 8th, so no names today. Plenty the rest of the week, but not February 8th. If you have any birthdays coming up, you can text them to me anytime at 336-932-1881. Don't miss out on the Birthday Club and our weekly giveaway on Friday, a prize package valued at over $100. I do have some big-name birthdays today. Bethany Hamilton, 32, Mary Steenburgen, 69, James Grisham, 67, Ted Koppel, 82, Seth Green, 48.
Here's author Philip Gully with today's Front Porch Tale.
My mother-in-law, Ruby Apple, lives on a farm in southern Indiana. She's lived there since before World War II, in a house whose 2 front rooms used to be a grain crib. A man with a tractor pulled the grain crib over from Grandpa Linus's home place. She and her husband Howard bought some dairy cows and chickens and sold milk and eggs to the dairy. Ruby and Howard had 3 boys, waited 11 years, then had 2 girls. Howard used to say they were the best crop they ever raised. Ruby and Howard had a straightforward parenting philosophy: hard work, good food, lots of love, and church on Sundays. They also had the good sense to live beyond the range of most television stations, so the reception was pitiful. Howard died in 1975. Ruby sold off the farm equipment, learned to drive, and took a job in town caring for an old man and his wife. One day I was visiting, and Ruby called me to the window. "Listen to that," she said. I listened and heard a bird give 5 short whoos. "What is that?" I asked her. "A rain crow," she said. "You hear them before a big rain. I've never seen one, but I've heard them plenty of times." That was a new one on me, but I wasn't about to argue with Ruby. If she says there are birds that call out 5 whoos before a big rain, birds she's never laid eyes on, the smart money is on Ruby. It rained 2 hours later. The Gospel of John tells about the resurrected Jesus visiting the disciples and Thomas not believing it was Jesus until he touched the wounds. John tells how Jesus said, "Blessed are those who have not seen and yet believe." A lot of smart people say John wrote at a time when the folks who had known Jesus were dead and gone. So John told this story to reassure early Christians that you can believe in something you've never seen. Kind of like Ruby believes in the rain crows. We're all Missourians at heart, inclined toward the show me. Except every now and then we bump into Jesus and rain crows where seeing doesn't come easy. Then the only thing to do is listen for the still small voice and the 5 short whoos to know there's substance beyond the seeing. Sometimes the most real things are the things we cannot see.
Front Porch Tales, a collection of stories by author Philip Gulley, is available from Multnomah Publishers.
We've come to the end of today's program. Thank you for listening. Let's finish with our motivational moment. Don't wait for a crisis to discover what is important in your life. Let me add, appreciate this and every moment, and be sure to count your blessings.